Enrolling for the Nedbank Business Hub as a new user. The token option. We know that you expect an easy-to-use digital banking solution for all your banking needs. The NBH is a single point of entry for self-service capabilities. You can delegate authority, sign up for new products and request services, e.g. IT3B certificates, and service and maintain these products once opened. It is also your access point to Nedbank Business and Ned Treasury. There are 3 steps to gaining access to the NBH. Step 1. Setting up a Nedbank ID, a unique username and password that gives a holistic view of all your relationships and products with Nedbank. Step 2. Downloading and installing the NBH certificate to secure your banking sessions against malware. Step 3. Registering and linking the token, which is based on FIDO standards, to your Nedbank ID. The supported browsers are Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge. The key principles of the Nedbank tiered security are: 1. Something you know, your Nedbank ID username and password. 2. Something you have, your certificate and the token. 3. Your presence. You need to tap the token at login. Let's get started. Step 1 is to register a Nedbank ID username and password at secured-id.nedbank.co.za. Remember to use your South African identity or passport number and country code, and not to set up a Nedbank ID for anyone else. If you already have a Nedbank ID or you bank with Nedbank in your personal capacity, you can use the same Nedbank ID and move on to Step 2. If you have forgotten your Nedbank ID, click on Forgot Your Details. If Nedbank has created a temporary Nedbank ID username and password for you, it will have been included in the email containing the NBH certificate password and the Release to User form. You will be prompted to change your temporary Nedbank ID password when you capture the temporary username and password at secure-id.nedbank.co.za, and you can change or leave your username as your South African identity or passport number. Step 1 is to register a Nedbank ID username and password on the URL secure-id.nedbank.co.za. It is key to use your South African identity or passport number and country code, and not to set up a Nedbank ID for anyone else. If you already have a Nedbank ID or you bank with Nedbank in your personal capacity, you can use the same Nedbank ID and move on to Step 2. If you have forgotten your Nedbank ID, click on Forgot Your Details. You have now completed Step 1 of the 3-step process by setting up your Nedbank ID. Step 2 involves downloading and installing the NBH certificate. Click on Security Settings at the top of the screen. Click on Nedbank Business Hub Certificate Management. Capture the one-time password received by SMS and click on Download. Double-click on the .pfx certificate file in the bottom left corner of the screen. This will trigger the Import Certificate wizard. Click through the wizard as prompted by your browser. Paste the NBH certificate password you saved to decrypt and import the NBH certificate. The help desk can also resend the NBH certificate password to you if needed. At the end of the wizard, click on Nedbank Business Hub. You have now completed Step 2 by downloading and installing the NBH certificate. Step 3 is registering and linking the token to your Nedbank ID. In the NBH, you will be presented with your certificate. Click on OK to log into your Nedbank ID username and password. You can only access this URL if you have downloaded the NBH certificate. Click on FIDO Token Registration. Insert your FIDO token into your PC USB port, then tap the token to link it to your Nedbank ID credentials. This will invoke standard security functionality on your browser. The pop-ups that follow are dependent on your browser and operating system. Click on OK twice and do not click on Cancel on the pop-up messages. You need to click on OK to give consent that our website can see your token make and model. Tap the token. Save and change the device-friendly name. You have now completed step 3 by linking your token to your Nedbank ID and will be routed to NBH. For more information, please contact your banker. The NBH and Nedbank ID sites can also be found at nedbank.co.za. Select business or corporate and click on the padlock for the drop-down list to open.